Hey guys, welcome back. It's HooplOz. So this video is going to be way different from anything I've ever done. I've been on Call of Duty for a while, and I figured I could talk about what's going on in the Call of Duty world for people who's not really kind of in tune with what's going on. I'm sure over time I'll get more in depth the more comfortable I get. Like I said, I've never done anything like this. I just wanted to put out what caught my eye for this week. So Season 3 dropped for Modern Warfare 2 obviously on April 12th. With the new season, one-shot snipers were introduced permanently back into Warzone. With the use of explosives round, you can down enemy players with one shot, the drawback kind of being slower bullet velocity to create some kind of skill gap. This change was for the most part received pretty well. Some bigger streamers like FaZe Santana kind of wanted to revert back to what the snipers were in Warzone 1, with one shot being within a certain range depending on the sniper rifle you're using. Personally, I'm glad that one-shot snipers are back in the game. I think it's something that was needed. I don't know why they would take it out. So I'm pretty happy it's in the game. I do kind of agree with FaZe Santana. You know, I get the skill gap. You're trying to make it a little harder to snipe, but personally, it was a lot more fun whenever the bullet velocity was a lot faster. Clips were a lot better, that's for sure. Anyway, moving on, Call of Duty brought changes to multiple other points of interest, one of the most notable being movement. Multiple streamers were on a dev call with Call of Duty and they were told that there was going to be huge changes to the movement. Some of the streamers took to Twitter, and because of the knowledge that they were given and the hype that it built on social media, Season 3's update was supposed to really be the update that changed Warzone in the right direction. Unfortunately, the update did not address the movement as much as most anticipated, and this kind of led to a lot of Twitter drama between big name streamers calling each other out for hyping up the update. Some of the streamer supporters were even going on to other streams and kind of blaming content creators for the hype. Insults and general anger and even death threats were used. Since then, some content creators have addressed the hype that they built. Movement King Joe made an apology video addressing the update, giving his side of the story and some kind of like point of views of what he had heard on the dev call. He addressed some of the death threats that were thrown his direction and cleared the air about how he felt about the drama and voiced his own disappointment in the update. Baka Bro Repulse has a podcast style stream called Post Check. On the podcast, he has multiple guests, and J God, Iceman, Isaac are usually pretty regular appearances on there. Usually another big name streamer. It's kind of changed week to week. Episode 6 came out on April 14th, fresh off of Season 3 update. The guests were J God, FaZe Santana, and Joe. The episode consisted of the state of Warzone after the update, the highs, lows, giving input on what needs to be done to save Warzone. They suggested that playtesting could be an option to help developers make kind of better decisions as far as mechanics. They also addressed the lack of movement change and being drip-fed content that would enhance the player experience outside of the COD store. The episode runs about an hour and 40 minutes long, and I recommend the podcast if you want to know what the top Warzone players are thinking when it comes to game mechanics and changes. DMZ also received a pretty large update in Season 3. One of the most controversial updates was to the COD store, streamers and regular players claiming that some of the bundles were pay to win. The store has a ghost bundle that comes with not only cosmetic changes but equipment you can take into DMZ. I personally don't play DMZ, so I don't know much about what the impact will have on the game. My opinion is that it won't make much of a difference as far as like the gameplay, but this is the first time it's ever happened, and it could lead to more pay to win style bundles that would ruin the game. Personally, I think this is a really bad look for Call of Duty and a worse direction to move towards. Outside of the Season 3 update, Modern Warzone put out a clip of a streamer by the name of Nitro Luke DX. The clip shows him playing Warzone and he shoots multiple players and they all disappear in front of him. This clip was supposed to be a couple weeks before the Ricochet anti-cheat update. The update actually was the one that brought different tactics to kind of combat different cheaters, similar to what we had in Warzone 1. One of the tactics in the update is called cloaking. Call of Duty put out a video showing how the anti-cheat cloaking works and what it looks like. The cheater basically shoots an enemy, the enemy disappears from the cheater's point of view. From another player's point of view on top of a building, you can see both the cheater and his target on the screen standing next to each other, but on the cheater's screen, the person he shot stays cloaked and the target shoots and kills the cheater. This video led to a lot of backlash and callouts from the Call of Duty Twitter community directed towards Nitro Luke DX. Bad Boy Beeman stepped in and made a video the following day about the situation, saying it was sus for sure, but the timing of the clip does not align with the Ricochet update. Again, voicing that it happened weeks before the update had happened. He proceeds to give examples of other streamers having similar experiences, but none of the clips that he shows does a streamer shoot the enemy player. Bad Boy Beeman also interviewed Nitro. Nitro claiming he does use a Cronus, but he's all legit. He says that the Cronus is only used for input delay, citing Mutex and other streamers that also use a Cronus for this reason. This interview led to multiple streamers calling out Bad Boy Beeman, claiming the Hacker Hunter is using a bias because they are friends outside the game. Bad Boy Beeman refutes the bias and claims to call anyone out that he can prove is cheating, and will never endorse someone fully as a legit player. That's pretty much all I had for this week. I'm sure I missed some stuff, but I'll get better as I do it more. I appreciate you guys watching. Let me know in the comments, do you guys like where the sniper meta is right now in Warzone? Do you feel like movement should have been adjusted more, and do you think Nitro's legit, or do you think the ban means he's shooting? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.